Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a special battle on the new map that just premiered last night, the Colony Interior. Well, Thursday night. Or Wednesday night. I'm recording this on Thursday night, so. Anyway, yeah. It's an interesting map. The special battle was a cost 750 ace match, support types only. So I took out the F90 Type S. I tried the Vignagina before this, but I was just getting shot down pretty hard. So I decided to go with this because, yeah, I think just because I use it for AB rooms, I'm a little bit more familiar with it. So a little bit more comfortable. I mean, basically, if you want to get used to a high cost suit, taking it into ABs and just seeing what you can do with it when you're on A, not the worst plan. But yeah, it's a good suit. Has those steerable missiles. Has a radar pulse I forget to use a lot of the time. Has the double beam cannons and the double mega particle cannons, and the link fire mode that lets you use them together. Fun thing about that is the sound effect gets so much louder when that is connected. It's kind of funny. Because, yeah, it is really, really loud. And, yeah, I saw this pilot heading for point D and decided I'd rather they didn't do that. So that is what large missiles are for, hopefully. Or, failing that, literally anything else. There we go. Yeah, the incendiary missiles were good. Something with splash, because I didn't feel like scoping in and trying to hit with that. So, let's see. Steered the missiles a little bit too sharply. They're fairly responsive, these missiles. There are obviously different levels of turning speed from missile to missile, best as I can tell, and steerable weapon to steerable weapon. But yeah, you can do quite a bit with that. That is a Zeta plus C1. I did enough damage to get an assist at least. And yeah, I was a little bit twitchy when I did this, so. But man, the nice thing about missiles you can steer is that if you are getting, pummeled by everything else around you, you can at least adjust the reticle enough to steer them into an enemy if you're lucky. So, yeah, managed to do that. That's a FAS. Level 4 FAS is pretty strong. I mean, it has all the equipped slots in the world. It gets more effect out of overtuning parts than any of the other major 750 supports. So, yeah, it can be really kind of scary. But, let's see. Yeah, 5 minutes to go. 2 more minutes, the ace will be chosen. Triple points for their kills and assists and deaths. So, and actually had a good target shuffle round earlier. Didn't do well enough to justify keeping it, but like the team was doing its thing. They were going after the correct targets and defending their targets on their turn. It was target shuffle without, for the most part, without the daily goals getting in the way of it, which, that is a rare beast. That was really nice. Because, that's one of those modes that I feel like should be a lot of fun. It just, for some reason, like I said, I think it's just because people, trying to fight out their token goals for the day, just that, getting people to play the objective on that kind of difficult. And yeah, I couldn't even tell you why. Let's see, I'm going to hide around this corner because there are things trying to kill me, and I might be able to get a shot on something else. Person decided to come down after me, so I decided to go up to where they were and just, a little bit of ring around the rosy. Hopefully gives me time to respond, but, didn't. Well, it did, but yeah, I missed again. F90S type is good. Has pretty good turning speed, I believe, and yeah, I don't know. Just, again, some days when my hands are twitchier than others, it just, landing beam shots is harder than it should be. Like I've said before, I think that's one of the reasons I do so well with the charging rifles is that the charging gives me a little bit of time to line up the shot and think about it, which I do not always do. And, oh, I should not have spawned in. This was many mistakes, and I am going to die. But, man, I'd love to get that C1 before I do. Yeah, pretty sure that's a Zeta plus C1. Got it. Okay. Well, and took a shot at something else. managed to get around the thing behind me trying to murder me, which is another me, I think. And that me is the enemy ace. So yeah, Vulcan time and got the enemy ace, and we now have the lead. So yeah, that is one. I am a big proponent of. Thank you, phone. You definitely needed to be making noises while I'm recording. I am a big proponent of strategic death when you are, if you are certain enough that you are the ace or could be the ace. It's like, if you have no hit points, just go run face first at the enemy, because better to keel over at that point than you know than a minute 5 seconds later when you are worth tripled points. Attacking the ace is not a bad move here, but just I am so low on health, I really don't want to expose myself if I can help it, because good, somebody else got the ace. And speaking of strategic death, now is a good time for me to try and block for the allied ace, and just kind of put my face out there, because 800 hit points if the enemy ace does get a hold of me would be bad. So yeah, took a death from someone who was not the ace. That is all that was needed. Yep, C1 is definitely aiming their beam smart gun better than I'm aiming anything this round, but I'm doing relatively okay, just because this thing can put out so many attacks and stuns and damage and what have you. It's a really good support. I really like it. But yeah, enemy ace is back. Got a shot in on something, weakened it for the allied ace. Yeah, as you can see, I'm taking a little extra care to not shoot the allied ace in the back, because that of course would be bad. See, it looks like I shouldn't have fired through the Kshatriya. I just was afraid the enemy ace was going to take them out. Did not work out that way. So yeah. And we are winning. Now I don't know why I'm running face first into this Faz. Really have no idea why I thought that was a good idea. Because I have full health, and I should be back where the ace is defending them. But I think with the score differential, I got a little bit overconfident. I don't think it's going to cost us the match, but I am probably going to croak. Because, yeah, the other thing, of course, Faz has going for it is it's really hard to stun. You saw how many attacks I hit that with before it finally stopped. One of the nice things about incendiary missiles is that they, I believe they keep the current level of build stun active, so if you do not... yeah, and I got the ace at the last second, which is nice. So yeah, if you keep the incendiary damage coming, and I took that one because we definitely had it, so yeah. But yeah, if you keep the incendiary damage coming, you will get stun built up. So it's a good choice for Fazes, I believe. I may be wrong on that. As always, corrections welcome, because the brain. Yeah, our ace did pretty well. I beat my rival. I seem to recall 5 and 3 and 104,000 damage. I will take that. And yeah, I'm liking the new map. So let me know what you think. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So apparently, if I heard right, the last chapter of the Gundam Thunderbolt manga came out today. So yeah, hopefully, I hope that being done means that they will be able to animate more of it, because I would really like to see that. Because yeah, just Thunderbolt, I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me. Just for one thing, just because there's not a lot of Gundam productions left anymore that go like full on cell animation for everything, the way that the first couple seasons of Thunderbolt did. So yeah, and yeah, the soundtrack I just really loved for that. So I'm again, I'm hoping this means we will get more of it in animation form, because that would be really nice.